Yo! What? You need some help with something, dog? For sure. What do you need? You need help with your logos. I can do logos easy.
Let's just get into it. Let's just start with Nike. Just do it. You know what I mean? Classic, but boring. Okay? Like we're not really into that whole thing. You know what I mean? It's old. It's cliche. We're not about it anymore. Okay? We need something a bit more trendy. All right? Let's start with the whole phrase. Just do it. I don't like it. No. We want to be more modern. Be a little bit more interesting. Like how about off the top of my head, I think this works. I think this works super well. I think that this is absolutely fantastic. Here, let's put it up with the logo real fast. I think that this is absolutely like totally tubular. Like this is so sick. Like it's like super femme, super pro women's movement. And what? You don't think that's pro women? That's kind of weird. So like what about it isn't the word, the P word. Wow, okay. It's kind of weird. I don't really know what you're talking about. Okay. So like I don't really see that word as like you said it was vagina? That's gross, dude. What? Are you kidding me? I've never heard that in my entire life. Here's what I was thinking, okay? It's pro-femme. Very pro-femme. And you want to know why it's pro-femme, okay? Think of women just for a second, all right? What do you think of when you think women, okay? Right? For sure. Absolutely. Right on. Okay, well, that one was a little sexist. Okay, yeah, let me tell you what I think, all right? I think beautiful. I think sexy. I think strong. I think tactical, smart, intelligent. And you know what? You know what matches all of those things to me? I think felines. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Look how strong. Look at how powerful that looks. Okay? Blank your head, blank your mind. I'm going to tell you right now. Don't be a put. And it just connects. It just connects. It just works, doesn't it? It's everything and more. Totally pro-femme, totally sick. I love it. I hope you love it too. I think we can make it work. Let's move on to the next one, all right? Next we have McDonald's. We all know the name. We all love the food. But we can't eat it because we'll die. I know the obvious thing would be to like flip it around and like make it a W, but it, you know, McDonald's just isn't a W. You know what I mean? It's just not a W. It's way more of an L. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't really see it as like a huge dubs. All right, so like rather than a dubskis, I would rather really see it move into something a bit, you know, very positive, very cool. Now, I don't know if you can tell exactly what's going on, so like, let me give you a quick rundown, okay? So like the original design, great, perfect, I love it. It's an M, double arches, everybody knows. But you know what I see? You know what I see here? I see something that's super not cool. I see something that's not a W, okay? What I see is segregation, okay? I see two paths splitting off. So instead of the double arches, which I think are just like really reminiscent of like segregation and like people's rights being separated, I want equality for everybody, okay? So what I decided to do was double that up. Instead of an M, make it an N. McDonald. Wait. I think we keep the name for sure. And we're just gonna keep the McDonald's. Absolutely super cool. We love McDonald's. But really, you know, let's just focus on the path, okay? As you can see, there's super void space. That's like a thing, super popular, very common, simplified. You know, the cat was a bit more complex, and I get that, absolutely. But this one is super simplified, super easy to get your hands on. Just all around, I think it's absolutely great. We're gonna keep the original name though. We don't need to change that just for the sake of consistency. We don't want to confuse anybody. I think the arches are already taking a step out of the bounds of like what is considered normal in today's day and age, and I think we're cool with just that. And next up, of course, you own one, I own one. It's Apple. Apple iPhone, Apple computer, Apple laptop, Apple tablet, whatever it is, man. And you know, like it's cool, it's great and all, but I've always felt that it was missing something. You know what I mean? I don't know how to describe it really. It feels like they had something, but like they just what's the word? It's on the tip of my tongue, man. I feel like they had something there. They just like took a bite out of it. Okay, let's move on to the next one. All right, chill. Okay, so this one is Shell. I'm sure you know it. It's where we buy gas. It's it's a really common thing, okay? It's just it's all over the place. But like I've been saying, everything is very forward. Like we're progressing as a society and as a people, and I think that everything should reflect that. So like here's what I was thinking, and honestly, I've been on this one for a long time, dude. I've had this idea, and I've been coming up with this, and I've workshopped it with my bros, and I think it's really great. So like, check this out, okay? Keep the colors. We'll keep absolutely everything that's like already there. We're gonna take a totally fresh step, man. It's gonna be so sick, dude. Okay, so like, here's what I'm thinking. So like, anyway, what I think is that Shell is like an awful company that devours on people's goodness and destroys countries for the sake of processing oil and taking oil from the earth and selling it at incredibly high rates for the sake of profits so that the owners of these companies can make billions and billions of dollars and abuse their rights over other countries that can't help but buy oil from them, and they end up destroying the entire environment and absolutely everything related to it. And this is as you can see, it's a nuclear bomb going off, because that's what they are going to do to societies. They're going to eventually drive us into nuclear warfare due to their unrighteous and greedy actions. This one might be a little over the top. Yeah, no, I get that for sure. We can just step past it though. Like, it's not a big deal. Okay, next we've got the big G, all right? And I'm not talking about the one up above, okay, dude? I'm talking about Google, all right? Pretty close, but not quite. I've been thinking of something pretty deep and pretty heavy. As we know, Google is super duper popular, bro. It's probably the most used searching website that exists in this world. In fact, they almost definitely have a monopoly over the entire industry. So like, I've been thinking, like, Google, honestly, they went for the G, they went for something simple, which I vibe with. I think that's totally cool. Again, I told you, I love the simplicity. I love that. I'm absolutely a big fan. But I think they could have taken a little bit more. I think they deserved a little bit more. You know what I mean? I was thinking maybe they take an O, for example. Google, right? There's two O's in there. They might as well have one, right? Right? But like, then I was thinking, then that got me thinking like they have two G's. They already have a G. They have an O. They have an L and an E as well. But like, an L. I don't really want an L. An E, if you do like a tier list or something, E's like at the bottom, and that's cringe. I just think, like, what if Google, instead of running the whole, like, web industry, what if they ran the whole world? What if they owned it all? Wouldn't that be bliss? If Google, great Google, if they owned everything. Google, great Google. Oh, wouldn't that be bliss? Oh heaven above, great Google, Google. I actually think Google's like really chill the way it is, but I mean, I guess like if I was to like change it a little bit, I feel like yellow doesn't get enough representation. Even it out a little bit. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. I just think, like evenness, like we've been consistent with the whole time. Just make it inclusive. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Anyway, that's everything. All right. Cool. Yeah, no, like I'll see you next time. If there is a next time. Okay. Bye. Cool.
And now you've got yourself something funky.